So welcome to the Women's Grand Final of the Darwin Nines 2023. We're here at Rugby Park, Marara in Darwin, and joining me on the commentary is Dominic McCormack. How are you, Dom?
Good, thanks, Brian. And yourself?
Very, very good, thanks. Beautiful to be back here in sunny Darwin.
Oh, look, magnificent to be back in Darwin. Terrific environment indeed, and what a grand final this should be too. The Nightcliff Tigers taking on Palmerston Magpies.
Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic game.
Should be a fantastic game indeed. The national anthem has just been sung, and the players heading out there now to take their positions in this game. So about to get underway here. Ruck contest to take place out in the middle. Magnificent conditions, very dry, a bit windy, making it a bit difficult for some of the players. They just have to be concentrating in these conditions, that's for sure. Ball tossed up here, 15-minute halves. Ball tapped away nicely there from the Palmerston Magpies, being pursued out here onto the wing. Good play there for Palmerston by Nadine Braun. Ball comes to ground. Tigers, good little handball away there. Could they get the first kick away? They can. Nice mark taken by Natasha Medbury. She took that off the boot of Chloe Syme. Tash Medbury deep in defence, kicking that out wide. No player yet being able to take possession. Nice little tap by Chloe Syme again in the game early. Palmerston trying to take possession. Natasha Medbury down and taken high. So first free kick of the game goes to Natasha Medbury.
And Natasha's been playing a legend of local footy, Dom. Played a few games over the years.
Oh, she's played many games over the years. Very experienced player. Nice little kick forward there goes to Georgia Davey. So Davey taking a possession. Still deep in defence here. Kicks it out wide. Nice little kick too. Finds a teammate. Hannah Tornsey. Davey calling for it back in the middle of the ground. Tornsey goes up the line. Almost taken there for the Palmerston Magpies. Good play there by Michaela Baldwin. Lays the tackle as well. Comes in nicely. And the umpire says, "I will have it." Toss the ball up right in front of a good crowd here in the grandstand this afternoon.
Yeah, very good crowd. And they're loving this standard of footy, Dom.
Which is terrific. Isn't it? A nice ruck tap away there by Lily Childs for the Tigers. Trying to get a hold of it there was Caruana. Picked up beautifully there by Tornsey. Backing into it well there was McMasters for the Tigers. The ball comes out wide. Popped on the boot. An opportunity here for the Tigers. How will it sit? Sat well initially, but well done there by Tornsey again. Came in beautifully. And the ball pushed over the line. No was the call. Tigers take it. Side. She misses from almost directly in front. So the immediate turnover will go to the Palmerston Magpies.
And that's right, Dom. That would have been a point in footy, but there's only the rugby post, so it's no score.
No score. Yes, one of those slight rule changes, Brian, for this level of footy. The different and varied game. Ball comes off the boot. They're taken by Weiss. Shot on goal is again.
No score.
Can't call it behind.
It's a no score.
It's a no score.
The goal umpire crosses his arms and indicating it's a no score.
So time ticking away here quite quickly, Brian. These halves go fast, don't they? We're already 2.5 minutes through. No score on the board for either team.
It's fast footy and it's also hot footy, and I'm talking about the standard of footy and the heat, Dom.
Well, the heat at this time of year, even though it's our dry season, it's pretty challenging to say the least. Natasha Medbury now, ball in hand. Very experienced campaigner here in the top end. Kicks it out wide. Good looking kick it is too. Almost taken there by Talia McMasters. Comes off hands. Goes to Pettit Holmes. She's dumped over the boundary line, and dropping the ball is the call. So the free kick to Lily Childs for the Tigers. She's going to put that up into a dangerous position. Can they take a mark? No, they can't. Natasha Medbury the first there. Takes hold of the footy on the outside of the right boot. Kicks that away. Evades most players and then charging on magnificently. Marika Carlton, 2 bounces, 3 bounces, streaking away, and from 15 metres out pops through the first goal of this women's grand final. What a goal.
That was a sensational goal. Loving seeing a player back themselves, having those multiple bounces, and she kicked truly in the end. Great start to the game.
So Marika Carlton, first goal on the board for the Palmerston Magpies. 11 minutes to go. I was about to say 11 minutes down, but 4 minutes gone in this first half. 11 minutes to play.
Was that Carlton kicking the first goal for the Magpies, Dom?
Carlton kicking the first goal for the Magpies.
Well, you've heard it here first.
You have heard it here first. Pun intended, Brian Clark.
I'm here a week.
I know. Ball back in the middle. No messing around here. Ball tossed high. Ruck contest won down by the Palmerston Magpies through Pettit Holmes. Peggy Rock over the footy, couldn't quite get a hold of it. Almost kicked away there by the Tigers, and that is a throw. Good tackle laid there, and the free kick to come back to Georgia Davey. She's had a good start to this game. Looking for some leading players. She kicks out wide. Again goes to Pettit Holmes. Just trying to steady play down here. Little chip. Not quite what she was after, but it could work. Comes to Baldwin. Baldwin on the left boot. That wasn't what she was hoping for. Cut off by the Tigers. Long kick down the line. Out the back it goes, and a push is given. Gee, I thought she just held her ground nicely there, Brian.
Oh, it was right on the edge there, Dom, but the umpires are closer to the action than we are.
I still think you're right with your call there, Brian. Baldwin with the free kick goes into the middle of the ground. Mark taken, good play, opens it right up. What will her forwards give her? They've just said to her, kick long, and she has. Tash Medbury there crashes, the pack crashes straight into Peggy Rock. Given a free for a push, Brian.
Well,
in the contest, perhaps?
Well, who knows? It's a funny game, footy.
Umpires made the call of pushing the back there. Peggy Rock, a really, really talented young player in multiple sports is Peggy Rock. So an opportunity here. 45-degree angle, kicks, and kicks truly. Natasha Medbury calling for the touch. It's been given. She's been ignored. Or has it?
I think
it's no goal.
It's no goal.
Yep, it's no goal.
Under the rules of nines, you
crossed arms?
Yeah, if it's touched in flight, it's not a goal.
So no goal. Well done by Tash Medbury. Her plea was heard and honoured. Brings the ball in. Looking for a target out wide here. Punched away by Peggy Rock. She'll be sad that she was denied. She gets the footy again. Passes backwards by hand. Kick. Perhaps a kick in hope is out of bounds, no score, and an immediate turnover will go to the Palmerston Magpies. Natasha Medbury taking her time there to get the footy, Brian.
Yeah, she is, but Natasha's running amok so far. She's crashing the pack. She's getting really involved in the play, playing well, setting up the attack from the back half. It's a very even game so far. Really, only that breakaway play is the difference between the two teams.
Yep, indeed. Breakaway play there by Marika Carlton. Streaked away with a 3-bounce goal was superb. Tash Medbury, can she find somebody on the kick? A little bit of miscommunication between the Tigers back there. Braun will go in and pick up the footy. Handballs to no one in particular. Goes back to lay a tackle and strip her opponent of the footy. Kicks forward. We'll have to go back in and do it again. Soccers off the ground. Peggy Rock with the footy. Good kick. Dangerous kick back into play. Straight onto the chest of that lady, Natasha Medbury. Playing some sort of first half here. Kicks out wide. She was looking for Davey. Couldn't find a ball. Taken now by Hatsamalis. And Natasha Medbury, last line of defence, takes another mark. 7.5 minutes gone in this first half. Ball to the back. Carlton with the footy. Handballs to her own advantage. Will take it again. Peggy Rock in pursuit. Needs to kick it forward. Can she find a teammate? Katie Wills needs to grab hold of the footy before it crosses the line. She just can't get there. And the ball muscled out over the line. I thought by the Tigers. Is it a turnover here? It should be going straight to Palmerston. The umpire says he's not sure. The goal umpire not sure.
Yep.
Ball up.
Ball up in that situation.
Good decision. Good call. Could not see which player it came from. So a ball up about 15 metres out here from the Palmerston Magpies goal. Ball tossed up. Pettit Holmes wins it down. The Tigers take it away though. Carlton lays a good tackle. Ball spills.
Ushka.
Gee, Palmerston player there did not know that the tackle was coming. That was Baldwin taken in a ball and all tackle.
Nice to meet you.
Ball spills. Free to the Tigers. And there's a bit of back chat. The umpire not happy with that, and they've marched them forward 15 metres, Brian.
It's supposed to be 10.
10.
That's close enough.
It was a fair 10.
Yeah, a fair 10. A generous 10.
So Tigers, opportunity here. They are kicking with the wind in this first half. Have not yet been able to make the most of it.
Well, that's the key, Dom, and it's only two halves, so if you're using the wind, you've got to use it.
You've got to use it well. Kicks out wide here. Carlton almost took the mark. Spoil in the end. Ball spills to Tornsey. Gets it away to Pettit Holmes. Pettit Holmes into the middle, goes to Michaela Baldwin. Will it sit for her? No, it doesn't. Does on the second occasion. Gets hold of the footy. Handballs to a teammate there in Ella Byatt. Byatt can't quite pick it up. In fact, it was socket away, and it will be a free to Byatt. So on the outer wing. Nice warm afternoon here in Darwin, a Sunday afternoon. Good kick from Byatt. Long kick down the line, but does not find a teammate. Pettit Holmes to stand the mark. Called to play on. Long kick. No mark. Tigers take the footy there through Troy. Palmerston defence coming in strongly. Handball comes out wide, goes to Shields. Shields goes back in again, did really well. Kicks it out wide. Peggy Rock will get there first. Ball out over the boundary line. Free kick immediately to Peggy Rock. Kicks in to the lady on the mark. Ball comes back to her. Plays on. Long kick. Carlton stands underneath the footy. And Carlton taking a mark for the Magpies. Kicks out wide. Goes to Georgia Davey. She now has an opportunity. One bounce. Won't mess around with a second. Good long kick down the line. No mark. Mark taken. Plays on immediately. Katie Wills kicks the second goal of this women's grand final. Beautiful play. Good build-up. And a goal kicked. So Palmerston, they lead this grand final with 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. 2 goals to 0.
And they've really taken their chances, Dom. You'd see that Nightcliff have really had the run of play. They've had a lot of forward entries. It's only Natasha Medbury, who's just like the Rock of Gibraltar down there, repelled attack after attack. And Palmerston have had basically those 2 breaks of play, and they lead by 2 goals.
Yes, you spoke a moment ago, Brian, about making the most of those opportunities. Palmerston, they've certainly done that. What can Nightcliff do here with the remaining 4 minutes in this first half? Tap one down there by Pettit Holmes. Good tackle laid there by Baldwin. She's going to be rewarded for it too. Gee, she worked hard for it. So free kick. Just right of centre. Goes with the left boot. Goes over the head of Michaela Carlton. Nightcliff defence go to work here. Good play. Long kick out of defence. Opportunity here. The ball running away. And the immediate penalty, Brian, as soon as it goes out of bounds, turnover.
Last touch rule makes it nice and fast.
Yep. Oh, it does, doesn't it? So turnover immediately. One moment it's advantage Nightcliff. Now in the hands of Natasha Medbury. Looking for some movement down the line. Finds a teammate here in Katie Wills, the last goal kicker. Takes a good mark right in front of the grandstand. Little chip kick going up towards Georgia Davey. Could not get a hand on it. The Nightcliff defence, again, strong. Kick over the head again here, just not reading the breeze here, the Tigers. Ball comes to Tash Medbury, spun around in the tackle. Will come out here to Troy for the Tigers. Play on was the call, long kick into the middle of the ground. Tapped away beautifully there by Hatzamalis. Hatzamalis trying to keep the ball away from Byatt. Coming in strongly was Baldwin, got a handball out. Good play there by the Tigers in the middle of the ground. Now a long kick down into forward half for the Tigers. The ball spills. Natasha Medbury using her body really well, pushing both opponents off the footy, dives over the footy and holds it up. She did beautifully there, Brian.
She used all of her years of experience there, Dom. That was looking very good for the Tigers. Well done to Tash.
So the ruck contest now. Natasha Medbury says, please let it not be me. Points out one of her other teammates. So Troy to go up here for the Tigers. Wins the ball down. Nice little tap. Taken away, however, by Shields. And caught holding the footy too. Good tackle laid. So the Tigers with an opportunity. 2 minutes to go in this first half. They need a score on the board.
This will really lift them, Dom, if they can kick. Oh, they've gone back.
Well, that is a good kick only if the mark is taken. It's not taken. The pressure will come. Spillage here. Tackle laid. Carlton putting the pressure on. Kick on goal is offline. The crossed arms from the goal umpire. Another opportunity, Brian, goes begging.
They've really had the run of play. Just Palmerston have taken advantage of all of their opportunities. It's a great game.
So Natasha Medbury just taking her time here to get the footy. And speaking of time ticking away. She's working the clock beautifully here, Natasha Medbury. She knows they're kicking against the wind. So this is very, very professional play, if I can put it that way. Palmerston leading 2-0. Natasha Medbury looking for a target. Comes out wide again. Looking out here for the ruck in Pettit Holmes. Could not take the grab. Off hands. Peggy Rock with the footy. Tries to get a handball away. Gets it away to a teammate. Good play. Weiss Caught with the footy, got a kick away. Pettit Holmes tapped it away. Now to the advantage of Shields. Did well, got a kick away into the middle of the ground. Nightcliff Tigers defence. Cut off here by Hayley Davey. Now puts the pressure on by way of a tackle. So too Ella Byatt. And the ball held up in the middle of the ground. Good play by the Palmerston Magpies. 45 seconds left in this first half, which they lead by 2-0, kicking against the wind. Neither ruck could really get a hand on the footy. Tigers take the footy away. Long kick, and again, perfect positioning from Natasha Medbury. Takes another mark. 30 seconds to go. Should try and pick out a teammate. She's coming to the side that's most difficult to kick from for the Nightcliff Tigers, and that's the grandstand side. Pettit Holmes gets hands to it. Puts pressure on. Ball almost taken away there by the Tigers. Pettit Holmes gets hold of it. She's caught with the footy, dragged down without the footy, and that will be the end of play just about for this first half. Pettit Holmes with the free kick. She doesn't even realise she's got it, really. She's looking to kick the wrong way here. She's reminded by the Tigers which way she's kicking, and the siren sounds to end a very, very good first half by both teams. The Palmerston Magpies, however, lead it 2-0.
Welcome back to the second half of this very entertaining clash between the Nightcliff Tigers, who are playing in the yellow and black, and Palmerston Magpies in the black and white. At half-time, the score, Dom, is 2-0.
2-0. And very hard-worked 2-0 as well in favour of the Palmerston Magpies. So a reset here. Maggie's now kicking with the wind in this second half. Pettit Holmes in the ruck couldn't quite get the tap away that she wanted. Peggy Rock takes it away from the middle. Just can't quite get hold of the footy. Now she does. Good left foot kick away too. She is such a talented player. The mark was taken. Well done. Lily Childs. Long kick on goal. That is a beauty from Lily Childs, and that is exactly how they needed to start their second half. Wow, what a goal from the Tigers. Peggy Rock out of the middle. She just persisted, Brian, taking that footy away. And then Lily Childs, good kick from 30 metres out. Didn't look like missing.
No, I don't know what the super coach, Rocky from Nightcliff, has said at halftime, but they've obviously listened. That was a sensational start to the second half.
Well, against the wind, quick goal, perfect start for the Tigers. So Palmerston, if they thought they were going to coast away to an easy second half here, got another thing coming.
We've got a great game on our hands.
So the ruck here, Claire Weiss up against Dakota Pettit Holmes for Palmerston. Palmerston win it forward, taken away there initially by Baldwin. Got it away to a teammate in Braun. They couldn't take advantage of it, however. Nightcliff scrapping away here really well. Initially there, Hatsamalis getting the footy away. Now on the wing, tackle laid, ball held in, and the umpire says, I will have it. Good play. Ruck contest again. Pettit Holmes. She's been dominant and good around the ground as well. Gets that forward. Taken away by the Tigers. Nice little handball. Gee, they've started this second half really positively, the Tigers. Ball kicked through the middle of the ground. Tap came there from McMasters. Tash Medbury over the footy. Holds it up, gets it out, goes to McMasters. Big kick out wide. Just gets them out of trouble. Initially anyway, it'll be an immediate turnover for the Tigers. And Peggy Rock with the footy. Once it's returned to her. So Peggy Rock here. Very good sportswoman is Peggy Rock. Really good cricketer, good football player. Kick away on the right boot. Demonstrating all the skills. Off hands now. Peggy Rock again in good position. Stepping through. Long kick. Holding up in the breeze. Spillage. Tigers there in numbers. McMasters takes the footy. She needs to release it. She's dragged it in. She pushes it out. Tigers with ball in hand. 20 metres out. Shot on goal is back into play. Well, came off the crossbar. Baldwin for the Tigers was alive to it. Takes the footy, and now she's been taken high. Will be able to relieve a little bit of pressure. Her teammate didn't quite realise the ball was coming. Peggy Rock has the footy. Steps away nicely. 50 metres out, 40 metres out, long kick. Natasha Medbury. How many marks has she taken like that already this afternoon? Long kick down the line. Good positive play. Pettit Holmes. Carlton. Carlton will take the footy. Oh, she's socketed on accidentally. She needs to grab it. She can't. Accidental soccer, turnover because it's gone over the line. I thought she was just going to take that and run away for another goal.
If she had grabbed that with clean hands, she was away. Look at her pace, it's electrifying.
It is electrifying. She's, I think, easily the fastest player on the ground. They need to get her into space more often.
Absolutely.
So Nightcliff now, from the last line of defence, take this free kick. The long kick out wide is well directed, bounces, Peggy Rock takes it, goes to kick, is tackled well by Carlton, gets a handball away to a teammate there in Young. Ball taken by Palmerston. Coming through strongly was Mulholland, and a free kick taken for a high tackle. We'll come back here to the Tigers. 2-1 is the score. 11 minutes to go.
And all the scoring, Dom, has gone against the wind so far.
Yeah, very strange indeed. Meany with the, in fact it was Mulholland with the long kick out wide. Ball taken here for Palmerston by Tornsey. Steps around her opponent, goes to Carlton. What can she do? Straightens up, goes for goal and kicks the goal. Marika Carlton, 2 goals in this game, 1 in the first half, 1 now in the second half. Stretches the Palmerston lead to 3 goals, 1. And they needed it, Brian. They needed that goal.
The Tigers were definitely coming hard, and you can actually see the lifted intensity of the Tigers at the start of this half. But yet again, they get a little chance, a little crack, and they just burst through.
Marika Carlton, what a player. Good pace, really good skills, and just positioning herself so beautifully each time. Ball back in the middle. 10 minutes to go in this second half and in the game, obviously. Ruck contest taken away now by Pettit Holmes. Goes for a run, gets it on the left boot, pops it up towards the forwards. Accidental soccer is the call. Peggy Rock charging at the footy. Goes to the body initially, tries to take out Byatt, picks up the footy, gets away from an opponent on the left boot, tumbles a punt towards the boundary. It goes out, so it's an immediate turnover. So Palmerston now through Georgia Davey to take the free kick. Taking a moment in the shade here, a hot Sunday afternoon in Darwin. Wonderful dry season here in the top end. Georgia Davey, good kick, dangerous kick. Carlton's there, couldn't take it. Tigers defence, they take the footy, drop the footy. Little chip out, goes up and under. Play on is the call. Underneath it now is Lewin Howard. Takes the footy away and is taken high there by Michaela Baldwin. So a well-deserved free kick. Tigers, they need to move the footy. Kick is poor. Taken there by Palmerston. Drive the ball in. Long kick. And will go out of bounds. The crossed arm signal by the goal umpire. Free kick on the last line goes to the Tigers.
Yeah, you really feel, Dom, that the Tigers need to move the ball downfield and get the next goal to really stay in this game. They're playing really well, but they need to start hitting the scoreboard.
Long kick out, target was Peggy Rock, comes off hand, she goes back in and gets it again now, steps around Davey. Nice kick around the corner, handled really nicely there by Caruana, got a handball away, McMasters went charging in, did beautifully, and a trip was the call. The free kick coming back here, I think, to Scarlett Young. Yes, it will. Scarlett Young needs to move this footy quickly. Good kick, that's exactly what was needed. Oh, horrible bounce. McMasters takes the footy. Peggy Rock comes charging in and a hold is the call. Goes against the Tigers and McMasters, last line of defence. And she will take the free kick. Long kick into the middle of the ground. Off hands there, Hatzamalis. Couldn't quite handle the footy. Teammate cuts in board. Handballs away to Claire Weiss. High up and under. Can a mark be taken? It can. Well, Brian, you talked about an opportunity. Here it is.
Here it is. But you know, the footy normal goals are 6.4 metres. Rugby's 5. It's a little bit tighter.
A little chip kick, and it's gone through. Just trying to pick up who that player was who kicked the goal. I think that was Caruana for the Tigers. So Caruana has kicked a goal here in this second half. They narrow the lead. 3-2, 7.5 minutes to play.
Yep. As you spoke, they really needed that. 3-2 is they're staying in touch with Palmerston. Mate, it's anybody's game at this stage. You just don't really know who's going to win this game.
Well, both teams have kicked 2 goals against the wind.
Yeah.
Palmerston, the only team to kick a goal with the breeze so far, which is exceptionally strange. Players not quite in position here, so Vlahovic just being ordered to go into defence by the central umpire. Good ruck contest, one down beautifully by the Tigers. Can they get a quick kick in? They can. Over the footy was Young. Can she get it out? She's holding on to her opponent without the footy. Tash Medbury got it out, got it to Davey. Davey, the quick kick, was smothered initially, then goes to McMaster. She just bombs long up into the forward line. Carlton could not get hold of the footy. She backs up, tries to take it, can't. Picked up beautifully by Hatzamalis. High up and under, waiting underneath it bravely. Michaela Baldwin takes the mark, just needs to steady here. See if she can pick out a teammate. Wandering into position there is Byatt. She wants to just reel off a short pass. She's going to have a shot here. So on the left boot, low drop punt, and missing the goal face is Michaela Baldwin. No score, turnover, Tigers.
Yeah. Look, again, just a wonderful game. Lots of pressure, and this is what's causing these misses. There's lots of pressure from both teams. Both sets of girls going in really hard for the footy.
Tigers kick out wide. Target out here is Peggy Rock. They won't be able to keep the ball in, so an instant turnover. Interesting to watch, Brian. Both teams have kicked towards the grandstand where they've been kicking in from this end.
I think they want to occupy that bit of shade there, Dom. Just to
I don't blame them.
Taking advantage of the conditions here.
Hannah Tornsey now with the footy. Long bomb. Dangerous position. Bounces. Will it bounce through? It bounces through. No goal. Touch footy. Wow. Hannah Tornsey, no one expected that, but it was a touch footy, so turnover immediately goes to the Tigers. Score remains 3-2. Palmerston in the lead, 5 minutes and change to play. Long kick comes towards the grandstand again. Tigers spoil each other. It comes off the feet accidentally.
Oh.
Claire Weiss laid out in a tackle. Carlton with the footy.
Tumbles
a punt. It's going to go through. Carlton. She's kicked 3. Wow, Marika Carlton, what a goal. Very close to the boundary. She gets a high five from her opponent there in Peggy Rock, who admired her work as well. Palmerston 4-2, 4.5 minutes to play.
Mate, she's been amazing. That freakish burst of speed for the first goal. Sensational snap. Really impressive skills by Carlton.
And the game breaker.
Well, it could be, Dom. There's 4.5 minutes to go, and the score is 4-2.
4-2. From the ruck contest, what can the Tigers do here? They need to push the ball forward. Hatzamalis going up in the ruck here against Ella Byatt. So Sophie Hatzamalis, she's played strongly, has an opportunity here. Belts the ball forward, comes back to her, taps it forward, pursues it again. Outbodied there by Braun initially, goes back in and gets it. Long kick at goal, and just bounces to the left. Well, we wanted something strong there from Sophie Hatzamalis, and she gave it all, only missing by about 2 metres. So ball back to Tash Medbury now. Long kick again to the grandstand side. Carlton, 2 grabs, couldn't quite get hold of it, and she'll now get a free kick for being held. So Marika Carlton is everywhere. Takes off. Little Chip's going to clear the head of her teammate here in Katie Wills. She's also got a goal on the board. Carlton goes in, puts on pressure. Kick down the ground from the Tigers. Close to the boundary line, the players are. Good play here from Ella Byatt. She's tackled. And good play there by Lewin Howard just to hold the footy up, win a ruck contest. Right in front of an appreciative crowd here. So ruck contest. Lily Childs goes up and wins that down for the Tigers. Taken initially there by Braun. Ball stolen away from her. Kicked forward. Meany needs to pick the footy. Oh! Tash Medbury has just absolutely crunched her. And a free kick has been given for a high tackle. So this will go to the Tigers as time ticks away. And Natasha Medbury is being sent from the ground.
Or maybe just told to...
maybe told to move away from the contest here.
That looked quite high. I hope the player's okay. Do we know who it is, Dom?
I'm not sure who the player is. Just trying to pick up a number here. So the time's ticking away. Is there a stop on the clock, Brian?
There's not.
There isn't, is there?
There's not a stop on the clock.
So this is how this game is going to finish, I dare say, because there's going to be quite a bit of time taken here. Just trying to pick up who the player is here.
We don't have the benefit of replay. It looked like she came and elected to bump, and unfortunately the bump was a bit careless and hit her high.
So score check here as time is ticking away. Under 2 minutes here, 4 goals to 2. Palmerston in the lead, and one would have to say with about a minute and a half to go here, there is little chance that this game is in fact going to resume, and therefore the Palmerston Magpies will run out winners in this game.
It's a real shame because, as you know, both teams are playing really well, going in really hard for the footy. Some great skill and display by both teams, and to see it end in this way is actually quite disappointing.
Yeah, indeed. Yes, just over a minute to play. Even if game did resume immediately, unlikely that the Tigers could kick 2 goals to draw and 3 to win. But at this stage, all concern with the player who's still on the ground, now being helped to her feet. Will be carried from the ground here. I don't want to speculate as to who it is here. Applause from the crowd as she's been brought to her feet and able to walk with assistance off the ground. But in all sorts here. Can't quite make it from the ground just yet.
Yeah, real shame. It appears that she's heavily concussed on. And that's just not the way that we want to have any game of footy, whether juniors, seniors, 18s, 9s. It does happen when you take the field. You know, we have injuries, but it's a real shame that incident happened.
The teams are going back out into position here. She's still struggling from the ground. There's only 7 seconds to go here. Interesting to see what the umpires decide to do. 1 second to go. And the game has been called. That is it. The game is over. An ordinary way to end the game with serious injury. That player is coming from the ground, has only just made it from the ground now. But the Palmerston Magpies win the women's grand final 4 goals to 2. A highly skilled game. In fact, a free kick to be paid here, and Peggy Rock to take the free kick. The umpires asking all of the players and staff to leave the ground. Free kick still to be taken here. So 4 goals to 2 is the score as it is. Peggy Rock with the ball in hand. The player on the mark, I think, is Ella Byatt. And Peggy Rock to take a kick from 35 metres out. A lovely kick. She kicks a goal. So score ends. The grand final ends here at 4 goals to 3. A wonderful kick by Peggy Rock. And 3 goals kicked in the second half by the Nightcliff Tigers, but not quite enough. 2 goals were kicked by the Palmerston Magpies in the first half, 2 goals in the second half, and a 3-goal performance by Marika Carlton, who did superbly. She kicked 3 goals for the game, 1 in the first half, 2 in the second half. She really was the difference in a close game, kicking 3 of Palmerston's 4 goals. Palmerston winning the women's grand final against the Nightcliff Tigers, 4 goals to 3.